Hello, this is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and I know when I want to keep up with the latest in wrestling news from around the world, I check in with Dead on Dave Productions. He covers a wide variety of wrestling topics, including the career of the hardcore legend. Don't miss it, Dead on Productions. Yeah.
And if Mick Foley says it, it must be true. Welcome once again to Dead on Dave Productions, your daily focus. I'm your boy Dead on Dave, and today we're going to start the WrestleMania card breakdown. It starts today. We're going to go match by match, one match a day, so it won't be a very long video. Let's get right into it. Today's match is the Divas match, which most people figure is going to be a throwaway contest. I'm starting to think that might not be the case. There might be ramifications here that are bigger than we might have known. Let's start with the competitors. AJ Lee versus Paige, or as I like to call them, Paige versus the Bella Twins. Now, everybody knows that by this point, Total Divas dictates a lot of things, and it's no coincidence that 3 of the 4 of these competitors are on Total Divas. AJ, since coming back, has been a little bit different. She's looked disinterested up until this Thursday, that is. She's looked disinterested, and this weird storyline with Paige where they're frenemies again, and they're taking on the Bellas for seemingly no real reason aside from, the Bellas being the Bellas. Now, the Bellas, on the other hand, seem to have an interesting storyline of why they are not happy with at least AJ, maybe not Paige as much, but what they're basically saying in vignettes and promos, the one on Thursday, which was really good, is the one that I'm referencing here the most, is they talk about how AJ cuts a promo about how, equality for divas and all that, and she made the reference on Twitter, but before AJ left, they're saying that the only person who had a voice was AJ, and which is a good point. Because, it's seemingly she was the only one who was really getting any real airtime. And now there are a few that are starting to get a little bit more. Now, granted, it is the Bellas, and they've kind of always been there anyway. So it's kind of, it's disjointed at best. Now, with Paige, she's rising. This is a big match for her. Even though this is not a fatal 4-way, probably what it should be for the Divas title, it is still a high-profile match that probably will not be the first match on the card. It probably will not be till somewhere in the mid-card. So they're going to get a high-profile match. Most people are going to call it a bathroom break. But look for them to let these girls go. I'm thinking this could be a pretty damn entertaining tag team match because Nikki and Brie, while not the 2 greatest workers in the world, at the very least, Nikki has shown improvement over the past few months. A lot of improvement, in fact. And Brie, as much as I can't stand her and I like to throw sandwiches at her because I think the woman needs to friggin' eat, she can work with certain people, and she seemed to be able to work with Paige and AJ fairly well. So the match itself shouldn't be terrible. I don't think it's going to be a bad match. I worry that nobody's going to give a flying hell, and that's the bigger problem here, is because of the emphasis that's been on the Divas division about, the gender equality and all that crap. Not crap, but you know what I mean. And all that. Jesus, I'm part of the problem. I'm a terrible man. And all of that, I find it odd and disturbing that there's not a more high-profile match on the card. What are they planning for WrestleMania? Because you got to figure they're going to do something kind of big and something kind of attention grabbing. Even if it's not for the whole gender equality thing, it's got to be just for Total Divas, right? There has to be something big here with these 4 divas. Or is it this play into the whole thing where the Bellas are leaving the company possibly, because that's what they've been teasing on Total Divas. Paige is, she's seemingly a rising diva, but until the next level of next crop of divas come up, who does she really have to fight against? And the question also has to be, is this AJ's last hurrah? Is she done after this? People are wondering that because is she just there to fulfill a contractual obligation? Which is a possibility. Nobody seems to know how much longer she's signed for. So it's very possible that she's just there finishing out dates, and they didn't really have any angle for her. That's why they didn't do a title match. These are all possibles. Now, all that being said, what do I think is going to happen in the match? The only way I could see this going really is Paige and AJ winning, because this might be one of the only face victories of the night. I don't see a lot of other face victories in this card. I mean, I'm looking at it, and I just don't see it. I think we're going to have a lot of heels win. Some surprising heel wins, too. But this is going to be one of the face moments of the evening, and I believe AJ and Paige should come out victorious. Look for them to get about, I'm thinking at least 10 minutes. I think this will be a longer match than most people are thinking, and they might just let the women go tear it up. And hopefully that'll be the case. And at the very least, we'll get some positive press about women's wrestling at WrestleMania. So they still have an opportunity to do something. Are they going to take it, or is it going to be 3 minutes in a roll-up, which is always possible because it's WWE? Well, I think that's about going to do it. Make sure you guys are checking out everything on the channel. Make sure you check out Sunday Dead on Dave Live, as you see right there in the little promo here. The brand new show that we're doing every Sunday, 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time, taking your questions on wrestling, sports, pop culture, and life. Make sure you're checking out my boy Tommy C over at Shot From The Point. He did a good solo show by himself. I was beat up last night and didn't want to go on camera because I looked like a zombie. And make sure you're checking out everybody else within the community. Oh, I want to say a quick happy birthday to Chris Warren, who is 14. Good viewer of the show. So happy birthday, Chris Warren. Hope it's a good one. To everybody else, make sure you guys are checking out today, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dead on Dave Productions Fantasy Baseball Draft on Yahoo. We are going live right here, talking all kinds of stuff while we're doing the draft. Jeff's going to be talking some nutrition things, so that'll be fun. So make sure you guys are checking that out. It's going to be pretty damn cool. Other than that, I think that's all I got. Thank you guys for joining me once again. And remember, every single day up until WrestleMania, we will be doing an extra video right here on Dead on Dave Productions, breaking down one match on the WrestleMania card. We'll see you next time a little bit later on for your top 5, and we're going to be doing top 5 WrestleMania matches. That's what we're doing today. All right. Peace.